stage next. She's performed at Comedy Sports, Second City, the Comedy Shrine in Naperville, and she told me that she's glad she's here instead of being on a trolley with drunk bachelorettes, which I have to disagree with that. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Luciana!
I say that only because when I was waiting outside awkwardly, because I showed up like a half hour early, like 8 fucking trolleys drove by with bitches being like, "What are you waiting for?" Like, yeah, Black Eyed Peas in the background. Forget it. So who is sad about the Bachelorette ending? Anyone? No? Good. I don't usually watch reality TV, but my roommates and I decided that we were going to do reality TV Monday nights. And they're the best thing ever. You know why? Because reality TV sucks, but it gives you a chance to do the best thing in the world, which is come home from a hard day of work. All right, sit around with your best friends and roommates, make dinner, maybe open up a bottle of wine, get snuggly around the TV, and talk shit about people, right? Which is what every fine, upstanding woman wants to do, talk shit about other bitches. And reality TV is perfect for this. Because number one, these aren't real people. Get that out of the way. Number two, they can't fight back because they're on a fucking TV. And number three, they want you to talk shit about them. Like, that's why they're on this show. Right? So you can say whatever you want. And talking shit about people is great because it's relaxing, it's ego boosting, right? And who doesn't need that after a long day of work when you're working for your boss, doing all the work he should be doing and getting paid $30K less to do it. But yeah, so they can't fight back, totally guilt-free talking shit. So it's all of the, man, this bitch is a stupid whore, with none of the, oh my god, Lisa, like Julie totally told me that you called me a whore last Friday night. Like, you don't have to clean up. You don't have to clean up after yourself. Right? And while we're talking about stupid bitches, let's just say that this stupid bitch on The Bachelorette, I think, made the right decision. Because if I had to choose between Mr. Waspy Wasperson and, like, straight Ricky Martin, I think I know who I am. You're like, yeah, dude, this is great. Let's talk more about how your dad likes wine. I'm going to go get La Vida Loca with this guy in my bedsheet. Right. And if I had to hear about that guy's dead wife, or not dead wife, dead mother one more time, this is romantic. Thank you. So Prop 8 just got repealed. How about that, right? Yeah. If you're not cheering for that right now, you're in the wrong part of town, bitches. You need to get a little bit south or a little bit north. Yeah, I was really excited to hear about Prop 8. And not because I'm gay, personally, but because someone needs to cook me dinner and shut the kids up when I'm watching Intervention. So ladies, if anyone's interested, you don't have to be gay or straight. You can suck on the dick and eat all the pussy you want on the side. I'll let you do whatever you want. Well, adults do. So let's talk about Intervention for a second. Does anyone like that? Can we talk about how that's actual reality TV? Not like meeting a bunch of hot guys in Tahiti? No, what's real is like being passed out on the corner and getting pissed on by dogs because you had one too many pints of vodka that day. I think that's reality. If they want real reality TV, they can just have a camera pointed at me while I'm watching The Bachelorette in my sweatpants. Sadly drinking a bottle of wine. Yeah. So my parents decide to talk to me about the most awkward shit all the time. My mom, a few years ago, like before I was even having sex, but we'd still talk about sex, and I would talk about how interested I was in it, and she was like, well, you definitely inherited something from your father, didn't you? Meaning my sex drive. And at the time I was like, oh yeah, that's funny. And then I went home and thought about it and was like, my mom just told me my dad bones her a lot, which is a little awkward for a person to talk about. And then like a couple days later, my mom, she was saying something about my dad and in regards to sex, and I was just like, Mom, gross, like shut up, like we can talk about sex, but not the sex you have with my father. And she was like, Lucia, you need to lighten up a little bit about sex, okay? Because if you don't, your husband's gonna leave you. And I was like, thanks, 1950s house mom. And that's why I'm a slut. So, speaking of sluts, I want to fix a sexual inequality that I've noticed in the past couple days. A lot of people like to talk about the term cock block, which is when a dude is trying to get sex, like traditionally when a dude is trying to get sex and then gets blocked from it for various reasons, mostly his friends or his own lack of sexual prowess. That's fun. Anyway, so I've noticed there's no female version of cock block, and girls do get cock blocked. Like there are girls out there who want to have sex who are not having sex right now. So right there. So I'm going to give you a couple terms that you can take home and run around with like wildfire, spread it around so that inevitably tonight when you get cock blocked, ladies, you can use these terms. One is taco blocko. One is muskla. That's one of my favorites. There's also clam slam. What about twat swat? Here's one for your gay boyfriends. The JJ Nene. My personal favorite, vagina decliner. Go ahead, take those lovingly from me too, and have a great night.